Well, good morning, Taurus. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. We're going to do what we always do, which is, start with the oracles and then we're going to clarify. And then we'll get your theme card. So let's see what comes out here for you, Taurus. This is for Taurus. One of your first cards that came out is playfulness. It says, approach life with humor and joy. Don't take life so seriously. This is actually a really good card to see, and particularly for you here, Taurus, because you've been having a really beautiful read, a really good reading. And it was basically before talking about how you guys are going to be able to relax and have fun and enjoy yourself. So I am seeing that this is going to be something that you guys are going to be able to do. Finally relax and enjoy yourself very soon here. And it says, this is approaching. This is approaching. I do believe that for some of you, you guys are dealing with a Leo in particular. That is a card that tried to come out. Hey, Latanya. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's see what comes out here for you, Taurus. Let's get your second card. Oh, you guys had Rebirth as well. So if you got Sagittarius in your chart, this actually came out for Sagittarius. But you did have trickery. Okay, I don't think that this has come out for anyone in a while, or if it has. Rebirth is good because it talks about a new beginning. And, I don't have to really go into details about that. We're going to find out what that means for you. But trickery, oh, maybe that's the reason why something is ending. Right here it says, not everyone's sweet face or gesture comes with sweet intentions, y'all. That's what it says. Should I take this out and clarify it? I think I will. So I'm going to push this to the side. I am going to clarify this, but when it's something of this nature, I want to see, what this means. Okay. It could be a lover, it could be a friend, it could be something like that. So, usually it talks about manipulation. Trickery is almost in the same category as the Magician card. And that's pretty much what you're seeing. The Joker, someone, it's all bells and whistles, but it is not what it seems. So I want to see in what area or what area in your chart is that referring to. Okay, here for you, Taurus. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going, Taurus. Let's see what's coming out here for you. This is for Taurus. Taurus. You have employment. Expect a change in employment or in your current finances. Okay. So this is good. This could be a new job. This could be advancement. This could be your money turning up. Okay. So we're going to see what that means. This is really good. Because this can come in any form, especially if y'all have been trying to look for another job. Employment is actually really good. If you had no job, that is good to see. Or just overall talking about your money, changing in a good way. Meaning this is a really good change that you should expect. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's keep going. And we're going to get your astro cards. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you, Taurus. Let's get it. This is for Taurus. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good change, just based off of what I see. It looks good. You're meant to fulfill a divine contract. You guys already know I do not use that. It has to be a zodiac or a house sign or a house. Ooh, you guys have 11th house at the bottom of the deck. And you had solar eclipse. There it is again, changes. Now, I want you guys to know, remember, for the past 2 weeks, your readings have been fantastic. Of course, you guys already know not everything is going to be kosher. Even still, I don't see anything major in your reading. We've talked about your health. We talked about that plenty. Some of you guys have to make sure you go and get checkups and stuff like that. I actually have a Taurus in my family. She actually literally had to go. She had not even been looking at any of the readings recently. And that was in one of the readings. And I was like, oh my God, I remember telling her about that when I gave her a reading last year. So with health, we talked about that. We've talked about your money and how things are going to get so much better for you. So this looks good. So we're going to see if the change is going to be good. And we know for the majority of you, you're going to experience some very powerful, good changes. Okay. You had progression at the bottom of the deck that came out after the trickery. That's what I'm seeing. But it also is coming out with your hopes and dreams and your wishes being fulfilled. Okay. Now let's get to this trickery is going to be, that's what I really want to get to. I want to see what that's all about because that's the only negative card in this reading. So we'll see. Let's go ahead. Let's get to this playfulness. Playfulness and trickiness and tricky. Someone playing in your face. Playfulness here for Taurus. Playfulness for Taurus. This could be a Virgo. Sixth house again talks about what? Work and health. Some of you guys have not had the energy or the strength to really, get out and do what you want to do. I do see if there's been anything totally here, because playfulness is there. You also had Five of Pentacles in the upright, which also talks about financial loss and dealing with bad health. That is so crazy. I was just talking about that. So this is recovery. This is what's approaching you. Okay, humor and joy, being able to smile. And for a lot of you haven't been able to do that because of health issues, or maybe there was no work because you guys had employment. Sixth house talks about employment. Okay, so I definitely see that a lot of you are going to either get a new job, or there's going to be a change in your work and career here. Okay, especially when it deals with your health. Like I said before, I see that there's recovery here. This is the reason why rebirth is also showing as well. So if there's a birth, there has been something that has died or been dead or wasn't progressing or moving forward. It could be a Virgo that is playing a role in this reading. Let's get trickery. This is for Taurus. Full card in reverse. Oh, snap, with the Aries in the reverse. This is all upright, but it's telling on somebody. This could either be a Aries or a Virgo. Literally the full card in reverse. I don't ever read these, y'all, so I don't know. Literally the full card in reverse is saying naivety. You are being tricked into something. Dealing with a boss or a man or a woman. Someone who could have a child, or someone who is could be married, y'all, because the emperor got his stuff together. So there's someone who has power over you. And I don't know, it's making me feel like trickery is like you're also not paying attention to the red flags. Not every sweet face and sweet gesture comes with sweet intentions. That's the reason why those horror movies always show like the little girl with the pigtails with the little cute little dress, right? And she turns into the demon. Okay, because that's just the truth. It's, especially if you've dealt with people long enough, you're not really moved by that. It really takes time to get to know people and their true intentions. So just based off of what I see, some of you guys are falling for the same trick over and over again with people. And this could be anybody. Literally, this could be with a lover. This could be with your child. Like, you tell them to do something, and what do? Oh, I'm sorry. They start crying. Next thing you know, they're doing the same thing. And one thing I can tell you about a child, I was very intuitive as a child. I remember being manipulative at 3 years old. I knew what I was doing at 3. And I'm talking about me being 43. At 3, I knew what I was doing. Okay. So this is what I was saying. And that's just because of, my abilities. But I also know that a lot of children are just as intuitive. So be careful with the little ones, right? It's not saying that you have to like punish them in a harsh way. But, this could also happen with kids. But if we're talking about adults and we're saying Aries, the emperor, is in reverse, don't necessarily like that too much because it to me, this is power struggle. This is intentional. Someone is intentionally trying to have power over you through means of manipulation here. Okay. Now the Fool card is saying, don't be a fool, y'all. Don't be a fool. Do not be foolish. Don't be naive to this person's ploys. I'm sorry, I gotta get it. I gotta get another card. I don't know why this is coming out. I don't know who this is. Like I said, it could be, someone you have a child with. It could be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a wife, whatever. Could be a child. Let's see. You have the Hangman. They could be dealing with a Capricorn. You got the devil. You got the devil, y'all, in reverse. Dang, this is pretty crazy. A lot of y'all out there just putting y'all souls out there and getting played. And I don't really say that for Taurus. My stomach started to turn when I said that because I could just feel y'all in the comment section after this is over. Like, that ain't me. That ain't me. Because y'all love telling me about myself. I ain't talking about all of y'all. Okay. I'm not talking let the shoe fit and wear it. Okay. Because, baby, let somebody say that to me and I'm looking at I'm looking at a general read and I'm like, I know that ain't me. Okay. I feel sorry for whoever other Taurus that is, but that ain't, it's me. Okay. It's just not. But some of y'all are out here being played. You're getting played. The devil card is this is extreme manipulation, but it also talks about attachments. So the reason why this is happening is because of your codependency. They're playing on that. That's just what it is. Okay. They're playing on your either your addictions, your weaknesses, your ability to like not keep your word, not have boundaries. That's what they're playing on. And so the Hangman talks about what? Now here you are, the sacrificial lamb in a relationship, and you're going to continue to be that. Lambs get slaughtered. Okay. Until you decide to move on, which is what the Fool card is basically saying, until you decide to not be a fool in this situation or foolish, this is the energy that's going to keep coming. But can I say something? Some of you Taurus are the person who's doing this. Some of you are trickery, have this trickery manipulative behavior. Some of you guys are trying to get what you want by means of manipulation, i.e. whatever means necessary. However you feel like you need to get it, you won't get it. You guys already know the other person is not always the person in the wrong. That's how I am on this channel. I'm not going to make Tauruses into be angels. So some of y'all are doing this. Okay, pretending to be innocent and sweet and cute and cuddly. And, you got the knife behind your back trying to cut somebody. Okay. And it could be because of lust, because you want somebody by any means necessary. You're going to get what you want. And it could be through greed. Okay. Now that could be you or someone else. That is what I'm saying. Let's go ahead. Let's get, and maybe this is going to, now this is going to have to make me think that this is you while this rebirth is here. Okay. God is going to show you something. Let's see. Let's get employment here for Taurus. Let's see. All right, you got the Two of Cups in the reverse. You got the Six of Wands in the upright, though, which is really, really good. This is not going to be for everybody. This is a really good change in employment. So I do feel like this is going to be a job that is more so unified. Maybe where you've been, and the reason why you want to leave your job is because, I've told you guys before, especially the nursing staff, a lot of you guys are nurses. It's pretty much one of the most pettiest fields you could be in. Yes, they have skills, but the actual staffing part could be horrific if you're not in a good place. If you're not at a good clinic, if you're not at a good hospital or somewhere like that where it's just a real laid back, nice environment, you're going to deal with a lot of pettiness. Okay. And it's not a unified bunch most of the time in that particular field. So for some of you, this could be you work at a factory or you work, in an office with cubicles and there's a whole lot of gossiping. So, to me, it feels like there's going to be a job environment that there's going to be a job environment that you're going to go into where there is more so of a cooperation. Okay. Because it hasn't been. And that's what I'm saying. Now let's get to the money. We're on your third row. You guys already know anytime I get to the third row, we're talking about your finances. Money wise, if you are in real estate, I totally see that it has been slow, it's all get out. But I do see that there's going to be contracts signed, which is a reason to celebrate here. Money will be flowing through that if you are in real estate. Real estate is coming out really heavy today. Now, that could be also that some of you guys are going to be, buying a new home, or some of you guys are going to be moving, and I see you signing a lease, signing a contract for the home or something like that. So I definitely see that. I'm also seeing you being recognized or promoted of some type of achievement that you're going to be experiencing. Now, when we're talking about employment change, it could be, like I said before, you are an employee, they want you to be a supervisor. If you have your own business, there's going to be a beautiful change in that. You're no longer, put on a back shelf. There's people who see you, they want your products, which I told you guys that before, which is still showing that there's a reward for your hard work. Okay. There's a lot of appraisal or praise for your hard work. Okay. That is something that I'm saying here. And as far as money, I want to pull a little bit just to see how good it's going to get today. It is not showing where your money is, none whatsoever. This is all position, what you're going to experience, events that you're going to experience as far as the position and what you're going to do. Achievement, recognition, rewards, praise, and possible promotions. Okay. Let's get solar eclipse, shocking events, and fast changes. There is a new chapter. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys got the Hierophant here. This is you, Hierophant, Taurus energy. I keep seeing a Leo. Don't know why. I see Virgo, Pisces, another Taurus, Leo, and a Scorpio. I'm going to pull again. But you feel like something is not going to work with somebody. I don't know who this is. You feel like there's always arguments. There's always fights. I do feel like you're dealing with someone who's kind of mirroring a little bit of who you are. And I want to say that Taurus, you guys are on an up and up. Some of you are, but I also see that there's a mirroring effect here, that some of the things that you are experiencing is because of what you're allowing. And I keep seeing that same thing. There's a lot of inadequacy with you. There's some self-confidence issues or a lack of confidence in something, even if this has something to do with your work or your talents. There's some insecurity that I'm seeing. Now let's go ahead. There's going to be some changes for the better, which is good because the Hierophant is in the upright, which means you're not topsy-turvy. Okay, now it looks like things are starting to pan out for you in a really good way. But let's see. Let's get another solar eclipse. This is for a Taurus. Taurus. Okay, that fell on the floor. I don't know how it fell, y'all. Give me a second. This is how it fell. I'm just going to pretend like this is over and turn it. All right. So the Eight of Wands doesn't matter. It's still in the upright, but oh, it makes sense because you guys had progression here. So there was a lack of change or frustrations, maybe people resisting you in some way, especially if it was a court case. Now we know that the Hierophant could talk about law. There's a few cards here that talks about law. So if you're dealing with a court case, if you're battling something dealing with child support or alimony or anything dealing with legal, is going to go in your favor. But there has been delays. So let's say you've been waiting for judgment. I don't see that that's been happening for you. You've been waiting for some type of judgment call. But I do see that there's going to be, it's going to go in your favor here with the Justice card in the upright, actually. That was at the bottom of the deck. But the Eight of Wands in reverse is letting me know you've been waiting for some type of judgment with legal situations. If you are in a committed relationship, with the Two of Cups in the upright, if you are single, you are headed towards a committed relationship. That is a fact. Marriage. If you're already in a committed relationship, this is heading towards marriage. If you are already committed, meaning marriage, possibly, you got to be careful because this literally can go either way. And the only reason why I say that is because there's a lot of like, I want my way energy in this reading. And I'm not saying that the person is bad. I'm not saying that they're a bad person, but you don't want to trick someone into doing what you want them to do because you want them to do it. I feel like there's a level of immaturity that happens, whether it's you or your person, where that by default causes a ruination to a connection. So I see that some of you guys are going to be moving towards a really good relationship, but for others, I don't know. I mean, maybe this is a part of the rebirth that you're going to experience in this new connection. It's possible, but this could really go either way depending on your actions. This is really a you thing and not a majority rule. So I see that this can happen either way. You do have a contract that you must fulfill. That's interesting because contracts came out at the end of your reading here with the Hierophant. You will be fulfilling that, which means if there's something destined for you to do or a person that you are destined to be with, you will experience them. And sometimes it cannot be so good, okay? But that depends on your actions, because trickery is tricking yourself into something that you know isn't good for you. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and get your theme card for Taurus. Let's see what comes out here for Taurus for this morning. Open your heart and successful completion. It's like y'all always end great. The Eight of Wands and the Hierophant, I don't really care what commitment that is. You're headed there. And your commitment is your work. The Hierophant is your second house. That's your money. So you had love and money and your ending talking about that's where you're headed. That is why, I don't know. I'm not really sure what your personal chart looks like, but the planets are so in favor for you right now. Even when things look bleak and look a little bad, it still turns out good. Okay. And that is what I see. Now here with open your heart, it says, allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilled experience for such a long time. And now the time has come. So make your choices by listening to your heart and then follow the steps that you're guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant, healthy life. Now, we even talked about your health. We even talked about your health. So your livelihood, your overall looks like this is going to be really good. Now, remember when I talked about it didn't really talk about your money as much in this reading. We talked about what your position is going to be. Well, it says it even here with successful completion. This is a time of incredible accomplishments. You're justified in feeling joy, a sense of completion, and pride in the amazing job that you've done. And you've been blessed with many spiritual insights. So soon you'll begin a new journey. But now you can take the time to bask in the happiness that your dream is coming true. I mean, this is amazing. And that is why the 11th house came out. That is the reason why Rebirth came out, because there is an ending, or you will be experiencing this drastic transformation that's going to put you in such a brand new, really beautiful new beginning. Okay. So this is what I have for you here. Taurus, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're interested in a personal reading, all of that information is down below. Taurus, I love you guys. Have a good morning. And I will see you back here again soon. Bye, guys.